How many years do you think you have left to live? 60? 40? Or 10? In reality, maybe less than you think. This isn't a tragic question. It's a reminder. A reminder of something many people only realize when it's too late. Life isn't as long as you think. You won't live for 80 years. You only truly live, awake, aware, and present, for maybe 10 to 15 years, if you're lucky. The rest, you're caught in the loop. Work, worries, chasing, losing control, repeating, to the point that there are no memories left, no depth. The Stoics had a haunting but awakening reminder: memento mori. Remember that you will die, but instead of making you afraid, it wakes you up. If you only had 5 meaningful years left to live, would you still live the way you do today? Take a closer look. How many mornings do you wake up and reach for your phone? How many times have you said, "I'll do it tomorrow"? Then a month passes and nothing changes. How many things have you postponed? And how many things do you assume you still have time for? Do you feel like you're truly living, or just existing? The philosopher Seneca once wrote, "It is not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it." The Stoics didn't measure life in years. They measured it in the quality of daily awareness. Each moment lived with depth and clarity is a form of immortality. Stoicism doesn't ask you to change the world. It simply whispers, return to the present and live with intention. Memento mori isn't meant to make you gloomy. It's there to remind you no longer have time to live superficially. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who remained humble, once wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." So, what does it mean to live like a Stoic? It's not about being cold. It's not about being rigid. It's about living awake, living clearly, living without delay. And it starts with the smallest things. First, every morning ask yourself, if today were my last day, would I live it this way? Second, throughout the day, choose calm. You don't need to react to everything. Only react to what truly matters. Third, before going to bed, write just one line. What am I grateful for today? Just one line. Enough to bring you back to what you already have. I once knew a man in his 40s. He was always busy. Work, money, family. His mind constantly overwhelmed. Until one day, he was diagnosed with late-stage cancer. He said something I never forgot. "I'm not afraid of dying. I just regret that I haven't truly lived." And from that moment on, he started living each day like a gift. No more pointless anger. No more postponing love. No more taking a simple family meal for granted. Stoic philosophy doesn't promise you'll live longer, but it helps you live deeper, more aware, lighter, freer. You don't need a crisis to wake up. You don't need to wait for the final day to start truly living. You can start right now. And if you're still listening to this, I believe this philosophy has touched something deep within you. So before this video ends, leave a single line. What am I grateful for today? And if you want to learn how to live more calmly, more steadily, and more deeply each day, subscribe to this channel. Not to change someone else's life, but to keep yourself awake. In a world that constantly wants you to lose your way,